Hey there everyone, I'm Felix Game and welcome to a Pokemon news update video. When this news came out 2 days ago, at first I was kind of skeptical. I was like, man, like, is this reliable? Like, I don't even know what this is. And then I actually went ahead and read the interview, and no, this is reliable. This is Gorochu. Gorochu is actually Raichu's evolution. So it would have been Pikachu, Raichu, and then Gorochu. In today's video, I'll be talking about what this means, what Gorochu means, where did this come from, and why did this just get released now. So before we jump into today's video, be sure to smash the like button if you learned something new today, because even I myself learned something new today. Actually, well, last night when I was making this video, that even though I've been playing this game for almost 13 years, to this day, I am still learning new stuff about the Pokemon world. So, let's jump into today's video, shall we? So, about a few days ago, Ken Sugimori, so if you don't know who Ken Sugimori is actually one of the top artists for the Pokemon games when it comes to Pokemon cards, the Pokemon illustrations, like the official artwork you see for Pokemon, and then we got Asuku Nishida and Koji Nishinu. Atsuko Nishida is actually the very, very important person we have here today, because she is the designer of Pikachu, and she's actually the designer of Gorochu as well as Raichu. Now, it's very, very interesting. In this interview, she actually explains how Pikachu became to be, and Pikachu actually became. Pikachu used to be a little design of a Dafuku, and a Dafuku is. It's pretty much like, here, I'll read the definition for you. Dafumuchu or Dafuku is a Japanese confection consisting of a small round mochi stuffed with sweet filling, most commonly Anko sweetened red bean paste made from Azuki beans. Dafuku comes in many varieties. So that's the official definition that I took from Wikipedia. That's what a Dafuku means, but we're jumping ahead of ourselves here. So, yeah, so she talks about how Pikachu is supposed to be actually a 3-stage evolution Pokemon. So I guess Pichu doesn't really count because, well, Pichu, this is before Pichu's time when Pikachu was there. So it would have been Pikachu, Raichu, and then Gorochu. Yeah, so and then Gorochu would have been the evolution of Raichu. Yeah, so that's really, really interesting, actually. It's very interesting how that came to be, and why we don't have that Pokemon now. Well, it's actually very, very simple. The reason why Gorochu got scrapped is because, well, let me read what it says here. So the final evolution of Pikachu, Gorochu, actually had fangs and horns, according to Nishida, but it was eventually cut from the game because of balance. So if you guys don't really know what that means, I pretty much put it in simple terms. Pokemon are supposed to be they're supposed to be cute-looking creatures, but also fierce at the same time. And if Pikachu were to go from like this cute little mouse Pokemon to this, it's kind of cute, but like kind of ferocious thing, to this like just thing that's just like, man, this does not look like Pokemon, then you would have gotten Gorochu. And if you're wondering, like, well, we got stuff like Ultra Beast nowadays, why don't we have Gorochu in today's games? Well, Gorochu, in all honesty, it's been 20 years since Gorochu supposedly was made and so forth, so this wouldn't make any sense to be putting Gorochu into the Pokemon games. In my opinion, what would be really cool to have is some sort of, I don't know, maybe a reference to Gorochu in the games. And then we're going more about Pikachu right now. So Pikachu, the famed electric mouse, is not supposed to be based on a mouse at all, but rather a squirrel. Yeah, so I guess Pikachu at one point was based upon a squirrel, and I can kind of see that now, actually, now that I look at Pikachu, because he's got that red cheeks, where squirrels, they store food in their cheeks, where a Pikachu stores those electricity in his cheeks. And I see the tail now. The tail actually, it has to look kind of electric, so that way it has electric feeling to it. So that's why the squirrel has a tail, so the tail for Pikachu had to be a lightning bolt because it's an electric type, right? And then third last thing I want to talk about is that Rai comes from the Japanese word for thunder, and Goro comes from the word Goro, which is the Japanese onomatopoeia for rumbling, usually used in the context of thunder. So it's really cool. So Gorochu literally would have been something like Thunderchu or something like that if you were to bring it over to the United States. I doubt it would be called Thunderchu. I think it would have been called Gorochu from the beginning, just because, well, we got Raichu, and Raichu is a Japanese name for, well, like we said there, Thunder. So, yeah, and the last thing, second last thing I just want to talk about is that there is no known artwork of Gorochu, sadly. As well as Pikachu, there is no original drawing for Pikachu. I'll actually read what it says from the interview. It states, I didn't draw it on paper and directly designed it in a pixel art, so there isn't any data of it now. But the first prototype design for Pikachu's Daffodil-like creature. So as I was talking about earlier, but pretty much it says it was a Daffodil-like creature in the shape of a long Daffodil with ears sticking out. That's awesome how they used food and made it into a Pokemon. So I really understand why Pikachu back in the days was kind of like thick looking, you know. It kind of makes sense. So yeah, I love reading this article in all honesty. Shout out to these guys who did the interview with Nishida here. Yeah, I learned a lot today about Pikachu. If you did so too, be sure to smash the like button down below and let me know, what do you think Gorochu would have looked like? If you want to submit some fan art, be sure to check out the Discord server. I would love to post it in a video next time we do another Pokemon update news video. In all honesty, there should be a picture up right now of what I think what Gorochu would look like, and I don't know, man. I think this is what Gorochu would look like. This is obviously from the interwebs. If I could find it, the artist, his link should be down below too. If I could find him, I just found this on Twitter, but I know that's a repost of it. So as always, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video today. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, peace and see you guys then.